There it says, agus caird a bhí ar siúl ag the yahar og Liam. So caird a bhí ar siúl, or cad a bhí ar siúl, is what was someone up to. Okay, that's one of the ones they had on the first page. Eg the yahar, so at your brother. Drahar is brother, the yahar is your brother. Og is young, and Liam is William in Irish. Paul says yara, which is like still expression kind of like indeed or really, or I'll tell you. Okay. Ha Liam achij ama ig fechench evan telefi. So Liam spent his time. Achij ama, literally something like his portion of time. Okay. Ig fechench evan telefi. Fechench is like branu, to be watching, and you watch on something in Irish, evan telefish. He says, I'm Hamadan, the fool or the idiot. Okay. Questions on that one? Yeah.
Why wouldn't it be Inakalesh Nefari?
Inaka is used sometimes with le and sometimes with just with the genitive. So you can say, Inakalom would be next to me. Inakalesh next to it. But for places, a lot of times they'll use an aka na. It's actually
Places?
Yeah, so an aka na farage, sort of like in the vicinity of the ocean. You can think of it. Particularly with farage, you use that one. Okay.
In this, it says a cupola ura.
Yeah.
That's a couple of times, but then that word means hour. So
Yeah, ur is used to mean either an hour or a time, like an instance of something happening.
Oh, okay.
Is used primarily to mean time, like space of time, but occasionally is used also to mean instances.
Okay.
Okay. So you couldn't use ur in place of with Liam spending his time. You would not use ur there. Use Okay. And if you want to be clear that you mean specifically an hour, then you would use ur and klig, an hour of the clock. Okay. All right. So second conversation, Brennan starts off inishdom, which he says inishdu. Okay. Katrina, so Katrina, tell me inishdom. Okay. Kanyachitur sira imliana. Where did you go on holiday imliana this year? Okay. So for last year, there's a word for that specifically, anori. Okay, last year. And this year is imliana. Okay. Otherwise, the normal way to talk about a space of time that you want to say this one or last one or next one is you can say an Lian Shah this year, literally the year of this, or you can say so an Lian Shah and Lian Shakacha is last year. It's this year past or this year spent. Okay. Or an Lian Shahugan, this year towards us. Okay, so the year that's coming towards us. And you can use this with Chapton, or you can use it with me, or Ked, meaning a century. So.
Isn't that the year that's coming?
Yeah, literally this year towards us.
Oh, towards us.
Okay, and so you can use it as a anytime expression, but specifically for last year and this year, there's special words, Nori and Imliana, and we have obviously days for today and yesterday and today. All right. So he says, "Kuime du Galway." Okay, or the Galway, he says. I went to Galway. And then Brendan asks, "Ig compile a huituanya." So you went camping, did you? Okay. In Irish, a lot of times we have a straightforward way of saying something. We says "hui to a compile." You went camping. okay? So the verb starts the sentence, right? But you can also move things around in Irish, so you can move camping up to the front of the sentence, and then you have to put in this a here. So, ag campáil a huitu, so you put the a in there. So it's literally, it's camping that you went.
Compoil?
Ag campáil,
Oh,
you don't really, quickly you wouldn't pronounce the G, so campáil a huitu, okay? And anya means, is it so? So you went camping, did you? Or you went camping, right? Okay? And she says, no, indeed, ni ha mush. Okay? Ni ha is the negative of anya, or sha, and it means not so. Mush is indeed, or well, okay? You kind of have to listen to a few places where it's used to get a feeling for when you use mush. Ni ha mush. Hui mechig ostan ma. So I went to a good hotel. Okay? Chig is kind of like go. Okay? It means to a place. Okay? And Brandon, okay, and Katrina, sha, yes. So she's affirming what she just said. It is so. Vi green labasan ostan. So it's a sunbed or basically a tanning booth. Okay? San ostan. Agus vime ig li, and she says ig lai, fui gachla. And I was lying under it every day. Okay? So if you notice when you're talking about things you did in the past a lot in Irish, you just say, I was doing it. Vime eg li fui. Okay, I was lying under it. Or we would say I laid under it every day. Okay? Brendan says, and Revan, I'm sure Godona Marshen. So was the weather bad then? He says, and ro. Okay? And ro and I'm sure Godona. And she says, oh, Nero. No, it wasn't. Vishigahalan, it was beautiful. We make image golf a wajin gohiha. Okay, so I was playing golf, or I played golf from morning to night. Okay? Image golf. Literally at the playing of golf. Okay? Brendan, and Ronish, so were you now? Okay? So a good way to ask back about something is you just use the question with an ish after it. Okay? Then he says, didn't you play any tennis? Nar imertu ladog erbe. Okay? So the way you ask, did you play? Anyone, how would you say, did you play tennis? Or imertu. Or imertu ladog. So did you play tennis? So didn't you play tennis? Nar imertu ladog. Okay? And erbe at all, or any tennis. And she says no, near immer. How would she say yes?
Immer.
Close. Dimmer. Okay, dimmer would be yes. But she says near immer didn't play or no. Vi court ladoige on Cartcolor. So there was a tennis court there, right enough. Ach near Wakmelesh, but I didn't mess with it. Okay? So if you want to say someone don't mess with it, not baklish. Don't mess with it, don't bother with it, don't worry about it, not baklish. Okay? So, you know, you're walking down and someone drops, I don't know, you're eating cookies and they drop a cookie on the ground and they're going to go dig it up or something. You might say, I'm not baklish, don't bother with it. Okay? Alright? Okay. So, near Wakmelesh is I didn't bother with it. He says, Kaje Maravi Winchuran Ostein. So how were the people of the hotel, or how were the hotel staff? Okay? And she says, well, vi en Fogshore Anjas, the receptionist was very nice. Ach vi en Banishtor Grana. But the manager was nasty. Okay? It's probably good enough for now. So let's just listen to it, these two through, which obviously will go very quickly, and then we'll take a break.